Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, I'm KingNido, and 5 games in a row is what the Pinchers have lost, and they do not want to be 6 again here today in Castelia City as they are going up against the Viridian Magma, because if they do, they might as well start looking towards next season as they are currently on the bottom of the leaderboard. So with that said, let us know in the comments below who you think is going to win this matchup. Will it be the bug types? Will it be the ground types? Let's go! But with that said, the Viridian Magma have been having a very inconsistent season, as well as they're starting out with Swampert and Torterra. It is going to be Volcarona and Sizzle starting out for the Castelia Pinchers, and Volcarona immediately going with the Spatial Rend onto Torterra. Fantastic connection to start off this matchup, and that is what the Castelia Pinchers need here, as Sizzle is going to follow it up with the taunt, telling Torterra to just bring it, and Torterra will be falling for that taunt shortly. But first, Swampert is going to go with the Avalanche here, which is not very effective on Volcarona. However, Torterra is unable to go for anything after falling for that taunt, and that tar shot now from Volcarona is going to slow down Torterra, who's already the slowest on the field, but it will make it weaker to fire type moves, which is great for Volcarona. But Sizzle follows it up with the Vine Whip, and that grass typing prevents it from being super effective, as Swampert is going to set up the light screen on the side of the Viridian Magma, making them stronger against special moves. And here is Torterra falling for that taunt. It is going to go for the straw, getting an okay connection there onto Sizzle, but that recoil damage chipping away at Torterra, as Volcarona is going to go for the Twister, putting Torterra almost out of this matchup. But the Misty Explosion from Sizzle, and this is not what the bug types need. It's not very effective, thankfully, on its teammate. But Sizzle is just taking itself out, and it did not need to go to that kind of extreme to take Torterra out. As we get the beat up from Swampert, this is going to connect 5 times, because that is how many Pokemon are remaining on the Viridian Magma. But there are also 5 Pokemon remaining on the Castelia Pinchers. But Sizzle, with this massive error early on, this is not good for the Pinchers, as out comes Forretress to join Volcarona. It is going to be Golem in its Alolan from the Terrestrial Draftee, coming out to join Swampert on the side of the Viridian Magma, and it has truly been embracing that ground typing for the Viridian Magma this season, and it will definitely want to be doing it here today in Castelia City. The Volcarona, maintaining that speed control, goes with the double kick on to Swampert after being on the receiving end of 5 connections from Swampert, getting the critical hit on that second one as well. But Swampert does respond with the Mega Horn on the Forretress, which is going to be resisted. Still gets in some good damage though, as Golem follows it up with the Psycho Boost, going for Volcarona hit. Volcarona is able to hang on though by a thread, lowering that special attack of Golem in the process. Forretress is going to go with the Clanging Scales, connecting with both ground types, lowering its own physical defense in the process, as Volcarona is going to go with the Barb Barrage. Not very effective whatsoever onto Golem, but it has left it with that poisoning. That is crucial, because that will be doing passive damage, as Swampert is going to go for the Mortal Spin. This will not affect Forretress, but it will take Volcarona out of this matchup, and the Viridian Magma have just taken the lead as Golem follows it up with the Pin Missile, and these are going to be doing very little damage to Forretress. But if Golem can get all 5, it will actually add up. However, it is only able to connect with 3 on the Steel Bug type, who does respond with the Hard Press onto Golem. Good connection there, but it is that poisoning follow-up as well that is going to be chipping away at the health of Golem here. And it is Legendaries coming out for the Castelia Pinchers, and immediately setting up a Burning Bulwark. The Magma need to target Forretress. They do not want to be left with that burn from the Burning Bulwark, as Swampert is going to go for the Feather Dance here onto Legendaries. Now that is a clever play, because it's going to lower that physical attack. No risk on Swampert there, but the Jaw Lock here from Golem, it is going to be protected, his Legendaries, and Golem already has that poisoning, so it will not be left burnt, as Forretress with the Fire Blast onto Golem puts it into knockout range, but it's the poisoning that will finish off Golem and level the playing field with 4 Pokemon remaining on both sides, and neither of these sides currently are sitting in the leaders 8 as well. And the bug types are not out of contention yet, but it is not looking good for them, as that light screen does wear off for the Viridian Magma. It is going to be Sandaconda coming out to join Swampert, but Legendaries is going to immediately go for the Air Slash that is avoided by Sandaconda, which is actually good for the Pinchers, because they don't want that Sand Spit ability to be activated. We get the double hit, getting from Sandaconda, getting the critical hit as well on that first connection that is not very effective there onto Fortress, and Swampert is going to follow it up with the Power Trick, switching its attack and defense, having that 110 base attack on that 90 base physical defense. We get the Hyper Voice from Fortress here, going for both Sandaconda and Swampert, and that Sandstorm has been kicked up, but nobody will be taking damage here as the overheat is avoided by Sandaconda from Legendaries, allowing Sandaconda to go for the Aqua Ring, surround itself in that Veil of Water, and it's because of that Overcoat that Legendaries will not be taking damage. Swampert with the Focus Blast, though Legendaries will be taking damage from this. Not very effective, but still a good connection there from Swampert as Fortress responds with the Icy Wind, putting Swampert into knockout range. It is super effective as well on Sandaconda and lowering the speed of both ground types here on the field. But Sandaconda will be having its health restored thanks to that Veil of Water. Legendaries, though, is going to go with the Electro Shot, which will boost its special attack, but the ground types are immune to electric type moves, so I have to wonder what Legendaries is thinking here as Sandaconda goes with the Acrobatics, which surely would have taken out Legendaries, but instead it goes for Fortress, as Fortress is going to go with the Pedal Dance, and this will take out Swampert with that super effective move. Swampert's been taken out of this match, and Castello Pinches have just taken the lead as Sandaconda is yet again having its health restored thanks to that Veil of Water, and it is now going to be joined by Iron Treads, who immediately goes with the Wing Attack, almost getting the elimination of Fortress, as Legendaries with that Electro Shot is not going to affect Sandaconda, allowing Sandaconda to capitalize with the Mach Punch to take Fortress out of this matchup. They must have seen Fortress as the bigger threat over Legendaries here in this matchup, as that Veil of Water continuing to restore health of Sandaconda, and they've just leveled the playing field at 3v3. It is going to be Cleavor coming out for the Castelia Pinches as Iron Treads immediately with the Thunderfang, now focusing in on Legendaries with that not very effective move. Legendaries is going to respond with the final Gambit. It's going to take itself out of this matchup, but it takes Sandaconda out with it. And just like that, we're down to the final two Pokemon, as Cleavor is going to go with an Aqua Ring of its own, nice and early into its time in this matchup, as that Sandstorm does subside. And it is going to be Heracross as the last Pokemon for the Castelia Pinches. It's going to be Toedsquirrel as the last Pokemon for the Viridian Magma. And the speed swap from Iron Treads with Heracross, that is a questionable play, because now Heracross is going to have that speed control because Iron Treads was the fastest on the field. And we'll get the Drill Run from Heracross. Not very effective there onto Toedsquirrel, but Cleavor is going to follow it up with the Gastro Acid, which is a very questionable play because they have just suppressed that Mycelium Might of Toedsquirrel, as Toedsquirrel is going to go for the knockoff onto that speedy Heracross, which is not very effective, knocking off its Leopard Berry in the process. Heracross, still with the speed control though, is going to go for the Bitter Blade, and with that super effective move, they've just taken Toedsquirrel out of this matchup. They don't care about the Mycelium Might because they've just taken the lead. Iron Treads is all by itself. It needs to go on the offensive here, as that Moxie boost for Heracross as well, getting that attack boost. And Cleavor follows it up with the Fake Tears, shedding those Fake Tears for Iron Treads all by itself, lowering its special defense a great deal. Iron Treads does go with the Flame Wheel onto Cleavor, capitalizing on its part Bug typing, but that part Rock typing prevents it from being super effective, and that Veil of Water is activated for Cleavor as Heracross goes with the Tail Slap, getting a critical hit on that first one, but this is not going to be very effective with those two connections there on the Steel Ground type. Iron Treads is going to go for the Recycle, but unfortunately that is going to fail, which is going to open the door for Cleavor to try and capitalize here with the Magical Leaf, getting a great connection there onto Iron Treads. Thankfully it has that Steel typing, preventing it from being super effective, but Heracross could follow it up here, going with the Dragon Pulse. They are on the offensive on Iron Treads here. Another great move, and Iron Treads does respond with the Recover very intelligently. It is going to restore its health here, and it was becoming an easier target for the two Bug types, as Cleavor is going to go for the Revelation Dance onto Iron Treads. Another great connection for a not very effective move, and continuing to have its health restored is Cleavor here on the field, and Heracross could follow it up with something big as it goes with the Heat Wave, capitalizing on that part Steel typing. Super effective, and the Castelia Pinches have finally ended their 5-game losing streak by taking down the Viridian Magma. They might still have a chance of making Victory Road, but they need to continue these performances as next round they are going up against the Montana Vera Sylphs of all sides, as the Magma will be going up against the Pony Stars. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.